Beautiful.
That's enough. That's enough of that. I feel like I just want to do legato all over the place.
Legato.
Legato.
I love that pasta. Anywho, welcome back to Andertons TV. And today we are having a quick look at some Schecter guitars.
Which we haven't looked at before.
Well, yes. Look, there is a beautiful, lovely man who's a Schecter artist called Nick Johnston. Crazy, crazy guitar player. Very much guitar virtuoso, sort of instrumental stuff. Beautiful player, lovely phrasing, crazy technique.
We met him before. You met him. Sorry to interrupt. Please like and subscribe. And we met him before. If you want to watch the videos, click in the up there and pop-up banner.
I think
there'll be 2 times.
Potentially the very first Captain Meets video I ever did, or one of the very first ones when we were in that funny little room down there, was with Nick. And you can watch that video up there if you want to.
Yes, please do that.
But he has a signature Schecter guitar, which you can buy either the full fat American custom shop Schecter one, or you can buy one of these amazing kind of slightly more affordable Diamond series ones. Well, I say slightly more, a heck of a lot more. Affordable. So this is an Indonesian made guitar, and every so often an artist guitar comes along and becomes super popular, not necessarily because the artist has tons of fanboys, but just because the guitar itself serves a need that maybe other guitar brands haven't done.
Yes.
I'm thinking of things like, Jared James Nichols' single P90. Who else has got a sort of the Gem, I suppose, is...
Are you talking about affordable guitars or more expensive guitars? The Silver Sky?
I think, you see, I think when a signature guitar comes out, you get fanboys buy it. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean, I'm a fanboy of John May, that kind of thing. So you get people that just go, I want... And then you get other people that go, I don't even know who the artist is. I just think the guitar's super cool. Yeah. And I kind of feel like this particular guitar's popularity has been more probably the latter. Yeah, because the only thing that really tells it that it is a signature guitar is this little... I like this little branding logo here. There is a version of this. There? A T-style?
A T-style.
What, a Nick Johnston T-style? I did not know that.
I don't think we have it, and we haven't... I've seen it on his Instagram, and I really wanted to try it out. Anyway. So let me quickly go through the specs. Okay, there are multiple colours of this guitar. This particular colour, Atomic Ink, a.k.a. black, is the newest one, but there's greens and corals and pinks and all sorts of cool stuff, which anyway, you can see on the screen. They're all basically the same price. This is a £750 guitar. You get to choose whether you want 3 single coils. These are Nick Johnston Signature Series, Diamond Series single coils. Or you can get the HSS, which has got the 2 Nick Johnston pickups on it, and then I forget, it's like a 78 Atomic humbucker or something like that. Anyway, pull. It's obviously very S-Type inspired. But where I think this appeals, and the sort of thing that Fender don't really do on their S-Types, is it's a very flat fretboard radius. 14. Is it 14 inch. So now, ironically, we were talking about fretboard radiuses when we did the Silver Sky video yesterday, kind of going... SE version.
I don't feel a big difference going from like 7 1/4 up to 9 1/2, or that kind
8
of...
8.5.
Where I feel the big difference is as soon as you get up to like, the 14 inch radius
16,
stuff.
14.
Because then it starts to feel very flat. And when you have a very flat fretboard, a bend like this feels quite different to me to when it's on, you've got the curve. So what a very flat fretboard allows you to do is get the action down. And then I guess you can play that legato stuff much, much easier. So 100%.
Anyway, that's what it's all about.
So you've got a roasted maple neck here, quite thin, not crazy thin, not like, wizard thin, but like a modern thin neck.
Slightly more than the modern.
Lock-in tuners, which is great. 22 frets, a 2-point sort of relatively standard looking trem system. As I said, his own pickups. This slightly chamfered kind of heel joint, not crazy. We don't have sort of extra spoon cuts or anything here.
Good football team, Chamford.
Are they?
Sorry.
Bayern Chamford
Bridge.
Yes, Chelsea play at Chamford Bridge, don't they? Anyway, so slightly chamfered heel joint. I do like how they've done his signature.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's actually engraved rather than written on.
They lace it in.
From a distance, you're playing something that maybe it's got a slight sort of Sir vibe to it. You know, modern contemporary.
The headstock is very Hohner ST Special or like Sir.
Yeah, I think it is that slightly more sort of streamlined, pointy version of a Fender.
Yeah. I like it.
So let me give you some tones. Actually, do you want to?
You do tones.
So tones, I used a lot of pedals in that opening jam, so apologies. I've now switched them all off.
Sounds great.
Neck pickup, neck and middle. Middle. These two. They're pretty pokey, I would say. You know, they've certainly got plenty of bite, plenty of oomph. I was using
like an S-type,
a Noble's ODR 1 Mini. With an Wompler Ego compressor. With some delay as well. But now, so yeah, we'll hear Pete's. I think, to be honest with you, the main reason, I said at 750, you know, you're up against things like Fender Player Series, maybe Player Plus, which has a slightly flatter fretboard than a regular Strat, but it's still...
Was that compound radius? I can't remember.
For me, this feels like an Ibanez, but like an RG style Ibanez, but looks like a Strat. So that's I think that's why this has been popular. It's modern player, but like with a slightly old school look.
But the RG has, or the AZ, you mean the AZ?
Well, I think it feels like an RG.
Yes, but the AZ has got a wider board. It's slightly wider, a little bit, tiny bit, and a slightly bigger neck actually.
Yeah.
So this feels much more contemporary in my opinion.
So that's what I'm saying, like an RG. Like a
yeah, but that's 16, isn't it? But anyway, it's not as flat, is it though? It's not. It's right in the middle between those things.
But that's where I kind of feel like the Nick Johnston has been so popular, because it isn't about going, oh yeah, I'm a Nick Johnston fan, or I want to play like Nick or anything.
Yes, because
it's just people going,
I like that.
I want to play a modern feeling guitar, but that looks.
Yeah,
vintage.
but that's why I think the SE, the Silver Sky SE, is going to be popular, because it's an 8.5 inch. So it's not like it's in between those two bits. So I think that's going to lure a lot of people in.
I think that's still more for the vintage guy.
It's more for the vintage guy, but it's also more for the guy who doesn't like a 9.5, but likes the 7.5. But that's a bit too curvy.
Controversial. Anyway, let's stick with Schecter. And by the way, stay tuned, because we're also going to shred out on these later in the video.
Yes. Anyway, so it's fun. When I watch Nick play on his Instagram or whenever, it's amazing, incredible. There's a lot of legato going on, and there's a lot switching between. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
He switches between the
it's
pickups
a nervous
a lot.
habit.
Anyway, so this is the one with the split pickup in the back, and these are two of the same pickups you've got in there, his signature ones.
I didn't mention as well, look, again, super, I love the, visually, I'm not sure I'm a humongous fan of the truss rod wheel. I don't think it's necessarily particularly attractive, but it's so fast and easy to quickly adjust the neck. Yeah. It's the cleverest design as far as easy adjustment for truss rods is concerned.
I'm not sure if I don't like it, because you don't see it when you're playing.
You don't really see it, do you?
It's for everybody else to see and go, oh no, I don't like that. It's like, but he's playing, it's amazing, but I don't like that bit. Anyway, so neck pickup. This is really nice, slightly floating, but not too much.
Yeah.
Gonna put a Cali 76 stacked and a Booner on there, so you get a bit. It's a really nice guitar to play, super easy.
Yeah.
Slightly curved fret, but not a lot.
Tiny.
Yes, but the cool thing is, I like the frets.
They've been really nicely.
They've been really nicely done, haven't they?
Filed off, haven't they? Just to
absolutely.
Give it that. Yeah,
lovely
I agree.
feel.
Do you know what I do like? I like the donut inlays.
I love these.
I
think it looks great.
You know, they're just a little bit more classy, I think, than just full round dots.
And I think illuminated side dots, maybe.
Are they illuminated? I don't know.
Maybe not. Look at this one here.
Mine, I don't think mine are illuminated.
No, mine are. Here's the middle position. Yeah, it's flat, isn't it? It's flat.
Speaking of fretboards, you don't have to have maple fretboard. Some of the colours have. Do you know what? We'll have to annotate on screen. I don't think it's rosewood. I think it might be something like Macassar ebony or something like that.
Yeah, it's an ebony thing,
it's
isn't
like
it?
anyway. So you can have a dark-coloured fretboard as well on some of the other models.
If you prefer, darling.
If you prefer.
Here's the G-switch pickups together, not split. It definitely wants to play itself. Like, I'm not using this hand, I'm just doing over here.
Typical, like, humbucker that sounds better, full humbucker.
Yeah, but you've got the option. I like the option. So let's do a bit of Dane. It is flat, man. It's flat, isn't it?
Are you used to a more sticky up tremolo arm? Because I'm really enjoying watching you sort of going for the tremolo arm every time and then just missing it.
I don't use much tremolo arm, you know. I don't use the tremolo arm, you know. Yeah, it's more sticking up mine. Funny with the flatter radius, it's because the strings come down flat, it's not as easy to play for me as if it's higher. So I almost want this accent to be slightly higher because I'm used to the little bit of a curve. So when these strings,
it's the G string. It's the G string. Bending
the strings are flat.
Bending on the B string, because the G string action is low. It feels to me like it wants to slip under my finger,
but it doesn't.
It doesn't, but it's so weird. It's the radius. We talk about this about guitar necks. It's like, you know, a millimetre wider this way, a millimetre flatter, curvier.
Fingers feel it all. Fingers feel it all.
They do. They really do. And I don't think, you know, the flat radius fingerboard thing. I think is a contemporary. Not a shredder's the wrong word, although Nick can shred as good as anybody.
Yeah.
But it's a contemporary style playing guitar. I don't think it's like a big old-fashioned kind of, you know,
it's not
Jimi Hendrix.
It's not like a, you know. Well, it is, but maybe not like a tube screamer into.
It's not a Stevie Ray vibe.
No, it's not.
But look. I got to say though,
anyway, it's a great guitar, man.
It continues to always be one of the most popular guitars that Andertons sells. I don't know why we haven't reviewed these before. It's just our bad. But yeah, as these have had a couple of new colours, we thought we would have a little noodle. But
yes, get me a Telecaster. I would love to try one out.
100%. 100%. Of course, it's not actually a Telecaster.
No, sorry.
Let's move on. Now, look, I know it's not sunny and neither of us are shredders.
And
but these are Sun Valley shredders.
We're not in America.
And these are brilliant fun. And I actually think we should start this next segment off with the jam rather than end with the jam,
well,
just because.
Let's do that.
Oh man, right.
You just keep going for
I
hours
got to be
and
honest
hours.
with you. This makes me want to learn shred, I think, more than anything. So, okay, some new colours. Two that we've got here. Yeah, the blue and the green. I think they're called rain colours. Blue rain, red rain, green rain. There's a red one on the screen now that we don't have.
I love it. I love it. I think it's
this,
great.
again, is crazy value. People saying it's about 800 quid,
Yeah,
right?
39 or something. Yeah,
Mad,
it's like what?
right?
Can't be right.
So
it might be wrong.
mahogany body, very similar neck in my opinion to what's on the Nick Johnston.
I think slightly slimmer.
Yeah.
Slightly slimmer that way. Like
Very
thickness.
flat radius again, right?
14 again.
14-inch
Yeah.
radius. But the hardware is off the scale on this. So we've got an EMG pickup with the Sustainiac system on the neck here.
Yeah.
We've got a really good Floyd Rose system, I think, with these sort of like reinforced steel. Are these steel or titanium?
It's going.
I know, that's a Sustainiac thing. So look, on its own, without the Sustainiac, it's just a great rock machine. So here's just a dirty sound, one pedal from the Noble.
Is that the neck pickup?
That's the bridge
retro.
pickup.
That's the MG Retro
It's
70s.
fat and juicy, and I think you can hear that sort of mahogany overtone there. If it's just a little richer sounding than guitars. Wow, can you? Exactly.
It's got a little bit of a Les Paul kind of fatness to it.
The neck pickup is not, I think, the strong point here. So the idea, I think, with Sustainiac is that although it looks like a humbucker, one of the coils is the Sustainiac and the other is essentially a single coil. So it's maybe not got that fat bell-like kind of neck pickup single coil sound that I would normally like.
It's a bit thinner, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to spend a lot of time with this guitar on that pickup. Both together sounds better to me. And the humbucker sounds great.
Yes.
Now,
839 is right. I had to check that because
that is bonkers, right?
Because it is just bonkers. Yeah.
So, Sustainiac system, if you're not familiar, has two switches. All right. On the back one here is on and off, and the nearer one to the tone control is the three different kinds of harmonic that you want it to try and sustain.
Yeah.
So downwards is, I'll show you. I'll do it with a clean sound, although that's probably not how you would use it. So. The upwards position, that's the wrong one. The upwards position picks out a harmonic. That's more fun, I think, when you put the gain in. And then the middle position blends the two. But for me,
you need a bit of
it's
gain.
all about. Oh
Oh, it's so cool. You know, in Nepal, they've got sustaining yaks.
Really? Literally
Yeah,
just sustaining yaks, they just go on forever and ever and ever. Is that the horns just grow forever and ever and ever?
They just keep growing until yeah.
So, other than that, it's a relatively conventional guitar. 24 frets. The heel joint is a little different to the Nick Johnston, so that it doesn't have a neck plate. It just has this kind of rounded off heel joint, and there is a spoon cut on the lower bout. So I guess designed for you to spend a lot more time up here than I'm ever likely to.
Well, you say that, but what a great guitar this is!
I can't
need
decide.
a guitar.
These colours are almost like a foil finish. Don't know, 2 battery compartments, presumably one for the Sustainiac and one for the EMG pickup. Important tip here for anybody that has anything active going on in their guitar: when you finish playing, unplug, because just doing that, regardless of where everything is set to,
service announcement,
does drain the battery.
I love these guitars, man. I mean, mine is going, even though I haven't put the Sustainiac. Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, down. Yeah, yeah.
Down is
so
on.
You're sitting with the guitar and you put it on. And you can just keep, listen here. I want one!
I really do. I really think this is a great guitar.
Epic.
I mean, the colours, particularly the green, I think is a little bit, look at me for me, but the blue and the red look pretty cool.
Well, like I said earlier, you know, if you've got like a black guitar, maybe a purple guitar or a pink guitar, or whatever, or you've got a standard kind of whatever, these, you have to have one of these, man. Come on. Have to.
I think Sustainiac,
awesome.
Again, not many brands fit the Sustainiac.
For 830 quid with a proper Floyd Rose on it.
Yep.
And 24 frets and an air, but this is proper ebony board.
That's quite frightening, really, isn't it? When you think that, do you know what? I can't remember. Is it the 1500 series? I think this Floyd is. We'll annotate it if I'm wrong, but it's typically the sort of the top of the range Far Eastern Floyd.
Yeah.
EMG pickup, Sustainiac. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of good hardware on this guitar.
It's a Floyd Rose hot rod. It's a Floyd Rose special hot rod locking tremolo.
Easy for you to say.
Schecter exclusive.
Oh,
exclusive
okay.
For them.
Yeah, no,
that's because I'm drinking this blue drink, which is just making my mouth go numb.
I'm, fair play, Schecter. That is some value.
No bags on this, right? Though. It's no bags on anything. But hey.
No, I think it's this Indonesia, man. It's I know brands have been making guitars in Indonesia for many years now, but it does.
They're good at it now, aren't they?
It does kind of feel to me like you can get some serious value on these.
They've nailed it. But anyway, I think we're done with this video, Lee.
I totally agree with you, and we've kind of, because we jammed halfway through,
so you're not going to get an
jam out, is there? So there you are. Links below if you would like to buy any of these. Of course, Andertons will have them all in stock.
Yeah, I do like a Schecter.
We would love to sell you one, of course. Mm-hmm. Do you? Mm?
Yeah, I love a Schecter.
Schecter says what?
Schecter says what? Swingter says what?
What?
Thank you very much. Like and subscribe. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.